So, this is the 4000 North, 4000 West subway station. I just finished making it. I figured I'd do I finished making it a few days ago. Figured I'd do a little explanation on how it works. So, this is the North Tunnel. We're heading south right now, and normally this would be hooked up. I'm shortcutting it just around for testing purposes, but you come in, and the first block you hit is right here. This brick tests, to start, this track will default you to going right around the loop. This brick says if you are looking for, if the station that you input by doing ST, if you input 4N4W, it will tell you to go straight. This iron block will eject you. This iron ore will destroy the cart. Now let's say this isn't the station you're looking for, and you want to head south. You go this way, and you'd hit this brick. This brick tests the station you input, which was 4N4W. Actually, we'll change it to 4 South 4W. Right? It'll say, is that in that direction? No, it's not. So you go, and you'll hit this again. It'll test again, see if this is your station. It's a little redundancy, but I did this for speed. So no matter what, the first thing you test is if it's the current station. You'd hit the intersection, and the way these intersections work is if you're coming in on a straight one and you hit the curve, it's just going to keep going straight. So by default, it's not going to divert you, you're just going to keep going straight. Then you're going to hit this, it says, oh, is the station you put in for S4W, is that to the south? Yes, it is. We're going to send you up here. And normally you just head on to that station, or to the next station in the row. But I've shortcut it around here, so you just come back in on the system. And then again, you test to see if it's the current station. If not, by default you'll follow the track around to the right, and you'll test against that direction. And now this one is a little different. You can see instead of it turning from this way to the right, it actually comes from here to the left. And this is the only thing that's different. It is the loop killer. Basically, by default, you will eject and it'll destroy the cart. What this loop killer says is it's essentially just a combination of all these outgoing sorters on the right side here. All these outgoing sorters. It's just a combo of all those, and it says if it matches one of those, send it this way. Otherwise, you're going to end. That's all it is. And down here you can see all the signs. I'm not going to go ahead and explain what these are. These three signs are the loop killers. It's a combination of all the other signs, and it says everything to go north. This is the station killer. It says if your cart is empty, or if you requested 4N4W, send you down this way, eject you, and destroy the cart. As you come into the station, no matter what speed you're going at, I set the speed to 165. That's the safe speed that you can take these right angle turns here without derailing. Also, it's pretty fast, and it has another benefit. If you come in on, let's say you come in on the wrong line because you're messing around and you want to be a jerk. say you come in on it. Actually, let's go get a cart and test it. And let's test it over here. So you're being a jerk and you're coming down the wrong way. Get in. It doesn't matter, it turns you the wrong way. You hit that 165 speed, and then you hit the incline. You can't go up. You roll back, you hit the booster, and then you hit the loop killer, and you're done. So basically, we came in this way. It just, sometimes it'll send you this way, sometimes it'll send you that way. It doesn't matter. If it sends you that way, great. If it sends you this way, then you're going down the wrong way anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're going to automatically turn this way, unless it's the current station. You're going to hit the sign that says 165 speed, and you're going to be going too fast to make it up the incline. You're just going to hit that, and then bounce back slowly, hit the booster, and then go around the loop like normal until you hit the killer. I think I might make a change and actually put a booster on the incoming like that, so if you accidentally hit that, you'll at least come back down, and then you'll hit the booster again, and you'll go faster instead of slowly like we were doing. Now, this is actually the launcher here. You type in whatever station, you hit this, and then you get in. It'll test you. This will actually go around and then hit the killer. There you go. By default, this just this doesn't have a sorter or anything. It's just the curved track. Now, when I say something like to the home sorting, I don't mean people connecting to the line here and going to their own line. I don't mean people connecting to this and putting in their own sorters. That would really mess things up. What I mean is something run by us. It could be done at a later point. Basically, it would be just, what I would do is probably take out this booster, put a brick here. That brick would say anything with ST4N4W, which is a current station, that has a dash at the end. Take that and then head it out whatever direction that is. That would be west. And then you'd have a cart or a track here. By default, this would curve. And then you'd have a straight track here, straight and straight. You'd go out to an outer loop, and then it just work the same way like this. You would test. It would have several tests right here. By default, it would go straight unless it matched that test, and that test would then just merge into their private line. Now, incoming from those private lines would by default, no matter what, just end at their terminal up here. That's just for simplicity. But outgoing, let's say I was way the hell down here at 8S80, it's going to take forever to get to Moria. I could just do /ST Moria, and then I would arrive in Moria. Now right now it just kicks you out here, but basically what it would do is it would divert you, because it has a dash, to the outer loop, then go around the outer loop. If it doesn't find anything that matches Moria, or whatever you input, it would just kick you out at another location. Anyway, that's basically how it works. It's not terribly complicated. The hardest part is just doing the filters, and really, with the amount of time it takes to make sure these filters are proper and that they don't include weird, make sure they include everything and that they don't send traffic in the wrong direction. With the amount of time it takes to do that, you can probably just do individual sorts, since there's only going to be, I think, 33 destinations in total. And most of these, like this one, let's see, to the north would only have 5 destinations relative to this station. So it would actually be 4 lines on that and then another sign with 1 line. And we should be able to fit, you know, at least 8 signs per brick, which would be the largest one here, which would be the loop killer, because the loop killer would test against everything basically. But I don't know. This is definitely easier, less time to like type in, but it takes a lot more time and critical thinking to figure out what the actual filters should be. It does look like complete gibberish. So anybody comes down here, they definitely probably wouldn't want to mess around with it. Any random person, that is. That's all it is. This room is 21 by 21. It could probably be smaller. I wouldn't want to make the loop smaller because the blocks can access signs 2 blocks away. So if we make it like 1 smaller, 1 smaller might work, but 2 smaller would not. We'd have some overlap on the signs. And I like this size anyway. It's 21 by 21, and then it requires 5 height below the floor. They got 2 height here, 2 height down there, and the floor. And the launcher itself is actually very simple. It's just it says launch west, launch player. And then this is just the button that activates the jack-o'-lantern. So